NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Eagles and the 49ers, and it's all up next.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we're on the road to the Super Bowl. Today, an exciting battle of NFC teams between the Philadelphia Eagles and the San Francisco 49ers. Kate Scott, joining me as always, my partner in crime, Brock Heward, and we are excited to bring you this NFL Divisional Round game. Well, excited, the word that you and I get to use, Brock, as do all these great fans in attendance, but for the players down on the field, I think a better word to discuss in this situation might be pressure.
I don't think there's any question about that, Kate. With every one of these playoff rounds, that pressure just grows. It increases. That Super Bowl gets closer and closer. And your game, well, it's got to increase with it. If you can't take your level of play up a notch from the previous week, can't rise to the occasion and find that extra gear befitting the situation we're in, well, that's the week you're going to be sent home and be a fan like the rest of us.
This return makes it up to the 25. So here come the Eagles for their opening drive. They're led out by an incredible score through the air and on the ground. He was picked 53rd back in 2020. It's Jalen Hurts.
Kate, it's not often that we talk about quarterbacks having a nose for the end zone in football. It's usually reserved for the running backs. But Jalen Hurts has changed that conversation. He has so much power, so much strength. You get him into the short yardage situations around the goal line, he finds a way to get in. But it's not just there. He's got a deep ball that's the envy of many. He's elevated his teammates around him. And he's got a skill set that I know a lot of quarterbacks would sure love to have.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. On here with Will Shipley. The defenders are there to get him at the line. That was Devondre Campbell making the tackle. No gain on the play, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap for Hurts. That's caught for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They pick up 20 yards there. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Trying an option play left side on first down. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Tackle made by Jair Brown. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4. Handoff goes to Gainwell, running left. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Hey, Range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
Hurts with it on 3rd and short. Flushed out of the pocket. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. The Eagles are in punt formation. And this will bring a drive that had some promise to a disappointing end. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. So here come the 49ers now to take over for the first time. Leading them out, a player known, yes, for that draft status, but also as a great methodical passer. I know you love this guy, Brock. The last pick of the 2022 draft, it's Brock Purdy.
You know, Kate, people won't stop recognizing Brock Purdy as Mr. Irrelevant right at first, but they better start recognizing his game. He shed that label of his draft status to me long ago. He proved there is no fluke to his talent. He knows how to see it, how to feel it, how to deliver it, and most importantly, he knows how to elevate the people around him.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the gun is Purdy. This is reeled in by Jawan Jennings. And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense. And it's as we expected, partner. We call pass interference, so put it at the spot and give him that first down. First down, ball at the 36. They'll run here following the penalty. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
From the 37. Oh, he nearly starts the game off with a pick. Just couldn't hang on to it. Good defensive play, though, regardless. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
You know, there's not a lot of tight ends who are true weapons this far down the field. Not a lot of cover guys who can match up with them in terms of size. They tried to get it to him in a spot where he could win it. No connection to be made.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. The 49ers are lined up in punt formation. Back deep for the Eagles, Britton Covey. And he's brought down before the return gets far. That one an impressive 57-yard kick. And the Eagles will take possession. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They motion a receiver left. Now a shotgun handoff to Gainwell. And that's good for a gain of 5. Brought down by Fred Warner. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, it gives to Shipley. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Here's a give inside to Gainwell. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
From the gun, Shipley gets it. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after looks like a yard gain. That was Devondre Campbell making the tackle. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. Hurts now from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what it feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out, and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
Here he is on 3rd and long. He's on the move. He's running for it. Well, 3rd and 15, you don't see many of those picked up, partner, but they found a way.
That's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a 1st down. That's a big bonus for the quarterback.
That'll do it for 1/4 of this NFC Divisional Round matchup. Couple of zeros on the board right now. Back to Levi Stadium right after this. Ready now for our 2nd quarter. The Eagles have the football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. staying between the tackles with Gainwell. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Escapes the pocket. He's on the move. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
First down throwing for Hurts. That pass caught by Johnson. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Straight ahead with Shipley. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. 4 yards on the play, and that picks up a first and goal.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Going to the ground again on first. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss. Now after battling on that run, we see one of their linemen appears to be injured and in need of some attention. Leading 10 yards now as they line up at second and goal. Another one for Shipley. And he drives this forward to the 6. Give him 4 yards, and they're sitting on third and goal now.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune third down situation.
And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that third down? I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Starting from the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. San Francisco headed out for its second possession of the game. And coming off our first points of the ball game, they're going to take over now trailing 3-zip. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Play action now with Purdy. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion. He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
3rd and short. Here's Purdy. They connect on the deep shot. And he's in for the big play touchdown. Oh, Brock, but there it is. Back down the field. And I don't think this is going to count. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. Eagles with an extra man in the secondary for this 3rd down. Shotgun snap for Purdy. And that's incomplete. He's going to wish he hung on to that pick there, but it's still going to bring up fourth down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Fourth down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Officially a 55-yard launch. And it'll be their football. Philadelphia's offense back out for another drive. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
And it just keeps coming, Kate. It just keeps coming. This defense relentless in this first half. Third time. Now this quarterback's got to pick himself off the turf. When they get in that locker room at halftime, it's going to be a quick one. I think the whole message is going to be, how do we protect our quarterback? Because if you can't do that, this offense can't get started.
And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
From the 44-yard line now, first and 10. Throwing from the gun. Able to find Johnson here. He's got a gain of 6 there. Diamador Lenore there on the stop.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, give your quarterback a chance.
And they bring him down around the 34. It's a gain of 4 there, and that's a Philadelphia first down. So it's the 2-minute warning here from the home of the faithful. It's the Eagles with a first and 10. From the pistol, Hurts. It is caught left side. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. 16 yards on the play. And that's good for an Eagles first down. They kick the running back in motion. From the red zone now. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Well, they were thinking at least a field goal on the drive if they couldn't reach the end zone, right? But the interception keeps them from even getting 3 out of this possession.
You really hope at the end of this game you don't look back and go, shoulda, woulda, coulda. If we could have gotten some points out of that drive early, we wouldn't be in the situation we are in now.
Now the 49ers getting set to go on offense. And this close to their end zone, they have got to be careful, but still enough time that they could mount something of a drive here before the half. Purdy on first down. Finds a seam down the middle. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things. Separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
Fits it through the middle. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Not worry about 3 downs when you need only 1. Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Purdy throwing here on first. And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
couldn't connect on first. It's second down. To throw again, it's Purdy. He completes it in traffic. And they get this down to the 28. Now just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense. And they can try for some points going into the break. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. From the right hash, about 45 yards out. Moody knocks it through. And it'll knock this game up late in the second quarter. So we're to halftime in this fight for a spot in the NFC Championship game. Now we'll toss things to Jonathan Coachman in our Orlando studios for the EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, what you got?
All right, Kate, thanks very much. One of these two teams is going to move on to the conference championship. We'll get back to you and Brock in just a moment. But first, let's take a look ahead to tomorrow's other divisional round game in the NFC. And it looks like we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers matching up against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, in our game, we're set up for a terrific second half. So to find out who will advance to the NFC title game, let's send it back out to Kate and Brock. Not too much to show you scoring-wise in that first half. Just a couple of field goals make up all the scoring. But I wouldn't be surprised if we're close to a breakthrough, and things should open up as we move along. These two teams making their final adjustments for the second half ahead. It's time to get back at it. For the call, let's rejoin Kate Scott and Brock Huard.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome y'all back for the start of our third quarter. Somebody is going to the NFC Championship game from this one. Let's find out who as our second half gets underway. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. The 49ers offense ready to get to work to begin this third quarter. And they could take control in the second half early, Brock, if they break the tie on this opening drive. First down throw by Purdy. Ooh, almost a throw that cost him. Defender had it in his hands, but he dropped it. It's incomplete. Second down coming up.
I think I could see his eyes from the booth. He was envisioning the return and simply dropped it. You got to secure the pick before anything else.
Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. C.J. Gardner-Johnson there on the tackle. Here's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on third down.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on third down, Kate. Take at least a little bite out of the big meal between them and the first down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he nearly takes it to the red zone before going out. Give him 30 yards on that one. And it brings up a San Francisco first down.
Kate, I've probably seen a million balls thrown in my life, and maybe even more. From the time I was in high school all the way here to the pros, and over all these decades of watching guys throw it, and I'll tell you what, I never get tired.
Touchdown, San Francisco! Well, this has definitely been a tight one throughout, Brock. So now that they've taken the lead, the question becomes, can they hold on to it?
And that question right there is one the defense has to answer. But this sure had the look of a drive where a coaching staff challenged that offense, saying, hey, we need a big drive from you guys right here. And sure enough, that offense delivers.
Yeah, no doubt. PAT up and good for Moody. And the 49ers break that tie and now lead by 7. Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. Covey now to return this. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Eagles about set to go on offense. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. Running right with Shipley. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. Throwing here, Hurts. He's on the move. He takes it himself. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
This is one of those occasions that it looks so promising when you take off as a quarterback, and then you're reminded just how fast these defenses are in the NFL. Couldn't quite move the chains, but it wasn't for a lack of trying.
And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
They'll bring out the punter here. And he'll try to have his 2nd punt top his 1st one. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. That punt finishes as a 60-yard effort. And the 49ers will go on offense. 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Here's 2nd and 11. Short pass caught by his tight end.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush a passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. He has the first over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
From the gun is Purdy. He puts some power on a deep one left. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
On 2nd down, here's McCaffrey. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Devin White hauls him down. There's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on 3rd down. Back to throw. Here's Purdy. That's caught for the 1st. And he's going to be drugged down. Looks like at that 37-yard line. Following that completion, medical staff headed out for an injured player. We'll see what the nature of his injury is. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Now it's Purdy. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Now Purdy. He'll get this to Samuel. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Purdy looking to throw. And not a great choice on 1st down. It's incomplete, nearly intercepted, actually, so 2nd down coming up.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, he just couldn't quite hit.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
When nothing opens up, that becomes a pretty clear throwaway spot. I mean, that is textbook throwaway spot right there, Kate. Get outside the box, chuck it into the third row, and avoid exactly what happened right there. Because now third down is so much harder.
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. This offense in position now. It's first and goal. Working inside the red zone. And that one's incomplete, but boy, are they lucky it wasn't intercepted. That was a risky shot, but fortunately, they still have second down coming up. Throwing with a blitz on the way. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. A close game is going to stay close, Brock, so long as plays like that are being made in big situations.
Yeah, in these tight games, you got to have your defense making plays just like that in the red zone. Here we got a defender in particular coming through with a big hit to keep points off the board.
Ooh, that looked like a pick for a second, but it hits the end zone grass. They are very fortunate to get this one back, but now they've got fourth down. Moody knocks it through, and that'll push it to double digits in a two-possession game.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Philadelphia getting ready to go on offense. And they have tried on occasion to ramp up their passing game, but nothing has worked with consistency yet, Brock. Might be why they trail near the end of this third quarter.
You sure love teams who excel on the ground, right? You love a physical game of football who can hammer at the opponent. But in today's NFL, it's just impossible to win if you don't have a passing component that's balancing it out. That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Shipley now up the middle. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs. All right, all set up now. First and 10. Shotgun snap for Hurts. That's Smith on the slant. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. We're down to 1 quarter to play in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. It's Eagles football, and they trail. Need to fight to keep their postseason going. Here's first and 10 from the 34. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Couldn't connect with Dallas Goedert. And it's going to be second down. Hurts now from the gun. That pass caught by Dotson. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. Up to the line, and they're set. First and 10. Hurts throwing again. It's incomplete to Will Shipley. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
From the gun, it gives to Gainwell. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Now Hurts. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going. And you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And it pulls him back within one score here in the 4th. Thought he had a chance to block it, but he ends up wiping out the kicker instead, and that's going to award their offense a first down.
Automatic first down.
So now, following the penalty, it's 1st and goal. Running it after the penalty. Runs it in for the Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles make it a 4-point game here in the 4th. It's a Will Shipley touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
They can tack on one more now, bring things back to within a field goal. And he connects there, so now another kick from him, a field goal, would tie this game in the 4th. Ball is set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Returning it from the 4. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. His return reaches that 34-yard line before he stopped. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. On the ground to begin the drive with McCaffrey. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
This is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Eagles territory. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
Humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Bails out of the pocket quick, and they get there to take him down right around the 41.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
McCaffrey on 3rd down. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Win the early back. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
They're set up at the 35 now. First down, they go back to McCaffrey. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign that they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Back to McCaffrey on 2nd down. And they make the tackle at the 28-yard line. Give him 2 on the run. That's going to set him up with 3rd and 4. He'll throw it. Complete beyond the marker. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's a 49er first down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
We've reached the 2-minute warning in Santa Clara. 49ers only up by a few. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Shotgun, handoff to McCaffrey. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Now just 4 seconds after our 2-minute warning, we've got another pause. Timeout taken by the defense. A touchdown would put this one to bed. A few shots at it here, starting with 1st and goal. They'll run here. It's McCaffrey. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2. No surprises here. Defense quick to stop that clock. We've got 1:53 left in this game. 2nd and goal coming up. 5 yards to the end zone. Again, here's McCaffrey. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Now whistles and a timeout taken quickly by the defense. 1:50 left to go. They've held him out twice. Here we go. 3rd and goal. McCaffrey. And he gets in. Touchdown. The 49ers make it a 9-point advantage. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. Now in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Moody knocks that extra point through. And the 49ers make it a 10-point ball game. Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. Covey now to return this. This return makes it up to the 25. Now the Eagle offense headed back out to the field. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3 and out for this offense right here. They gotta give their defense a chance to catch your breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
Eagles hustling everyone back to the line. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
Throwing now. Working the sideline. That's Goddard. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that...
So we have a pause here inside 2 minutes. All reviews come from the booth, and they want to take one more look. So what we're all looking for here, did he secure the catch and maintain it while also getting both feet down?
Yeah, this is why it's a perfect look. This is why teams scout body control and field awareness for these pass catchers. For moments like this, he did not have much margin for error, and it happens oh so fast.
They took a look just to be safe. You always appreciate that, but the call on the field stands. First down throwing for Hurts. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. Eagles hustling everyone back to the line. on first down. Hurts. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. Eagles hustling everyone back to the line. After the sack, another pass on second down. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Here he is to throw. This finds Smith. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. Here he goes. Got to have this on fourth down. Brought in inside the 20. And he is in for the touchdown. Still unlikely, Brock, but it's not entirely over just yet with this score. This would put it back within a field goal. And he connects there, so now another kick from him. A field goal would tie this game in the fourth. So just 1 second to go. They not only have to recover this, they've got to return it all the way. And the 49ers are going to get this kick. They're going to hang on for the win. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. So the 49ers earn the win in this one. And they took care of business just as you'd expect a 1 seed to do. They're going to get to stay home another week and welcome in another opponent with a conference title on the line. And with Brock Heward and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one. It's a win for the 49ers, as we'll see you next time from Santa Clara.